Hey, so I have a couple of things I want to talk about regarding the mainstream self improvement pandemic. I feel that what was initially a good idea turned into something else. Self improvement culture says you must always strive to become a better version of yourself, to always find new things to fix and to tick off of your bucket list. I want to offer a different way to think about self improvement that doesn't require you to suffer, because that's what it has mainly become. And I want to encourage you to reflect on yourself, to check in on how your relationship with self improvement is and how your approach is looking like. Now, you might be wondering why is this even important? And it is a pretty big topic. It's everywhere, and it's rising thanks to social media, podcasts, different blogs, courses, and even books labeled as self-help. And I really care about this. And I think this whole movement has become an obsession and is hurting us more than it's actually helping. Now, to clarify, I'm not completely anti self improvement. I actually advocate for healthy self improvement and sustainable personal growth, where you don't lose yourself in the process and stay in touch with your humanity. That's what I make videos and write about. Self improvement is a journey, and I believe you should fall in love with the process and not just sprint to the end goal. But that doesn't seem to be the case nowadays. So, what has self improvement become? Most content either glorifies suffering or completely rejects ambition. I want to find something in between. I don't want to be locked in 24/7, but also not be in a state of rotting, both mentally and physically. Self improvement seems to be freedom in disguise, because we have basically shifted from external discipline when someone else is just saying what you need to do and forcing you to work, to self exploitation, where you force yourself. You voluntarily push yourself. Now, is it to actually improve for yourself, or is it because everyone else demands it? Social media, society, friends. Have you fallen into the collective rush and mindset of just if you're not optimizing yourself, you're failing? Has it become a moral obligation, a belief that we have to constantly fix something? That after you fix one thing, there's always something more to be fixed? And are we treating ourselves as projects to be optimized? You're not a project to be perfected. You're free to create yourself, to live, to experience things, to explore something that seems off path. There's no ideal path laid in front of you that you have to directly walk. You're free to choose, and you actually shape the path yourself by your decisions, not by what someone else, some influencer, tells you to do. Now, like I said, I don't want to be another person telling you what to do. I don't know what's best for you specifically, so instead, I will just give you some questions for you to reflect. And I think we should approach every self-improvement habit with these questions. What do you really need? What do you really want? What are you really passionate about? What do you really love doing? And not just the top 10 hot girl hobbies to pick up this year. What makes you happy? Is this actually good for me? I'm saying this because you shouldn't just copy someone's 5 a.m. morning routine. Just because it works for them doesn't mean it'll work for you. Everyone's needs are different. So don't just copy something and apply it to yourself. And this whole hunt towards perfecting yourself and the whole self-improvement creates a false sense of happiness, that an infinite loop of, okay, once I achieve this, then I'll be happy. And it goes on forever. Because after one thing has been done, there's always something more. There's a sort of greediness to always want more of yourself. Even rest and leisure time has been optimized. Think meditation apps, sleep tracking, productive hobbies. Some are actually quite good for well-being, right? Like the meditation app for guided meditation, but is it really self-care if instead of feeling rested from it, you feel obliged and stressed to just tick it from your to-do list just because someone told you that you need to meditate to have mental clarity, and not because you listen to yourself and know what's actually good for you. Self-improvement shouldn't destroy you. That's not the goal. There's a difference between a healthy ambition and toxic positivity. I believe that personal growth can be achieved without dehumanization, and ambition can go hand in hand with self-compassion to not lose yourself in this process of healthy self-improvement. If you treat yourself with kindness, understanding, and support, especially during times where just things aren't going your way, during difficult times, self-improvement can actually generate pleasure, which, citing from ancient philosophy, is freedom from pain in the body and from trouble in mind. So if you take care of yourself, then that makes personal growth more sustainable, not suffocating. It's the necessary fuel to keep going. I want you to grow. I really do. But not at the cost of your mental health. Yes, sometimes you have to make sacrifices that are uncanny. You have to do something that you don't want and prioritize things in a way that are not ideal. Sometimes those uncomfortable periods bring you towards something great, but once it becomes the primary thing in life, that's when it becomes that toxic obsession. So I hope this shifted something or made you reflect. It's always good to listen to yourself, especially in this day and age where you're just overwhelmed with so much going on around you. If you really are in your healthy process of self-improvement, that's great. Keep on going. Keep it up. But if you're not really sure that that's the case, or if you know for sure that it isn't, it's okay. Take it slow, one step at a time. Try to introduce tiny habits and be kinder to yourself. Eventually, you will see change, even if it's just little and unnoticeable at first. Keep being curious, don't lose your spark, and over time it will all work out. I think that's all I wanted to say. And if somehow this isn't, I actually have a newsletter where I just write about stuff like this, so you can check that out in the description. Yeah, thank you so much. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.